Yep, Charlamagne the God. We are the Brilliant Idiots podcast. Hezekiah Walker, Andrew Schulz is still in Australia filming Street Fighter, even though every time I see him on his Instagram, it don't look like they're filming shit. I saw him and 50 Cent walking around a goddamn amusement park, and Andrew had his whole family out there. Like, when are they filming?
It's Australia. What do they have to do out there, really?
But when do they film?
I mean, during the day, but then after you shoot, then what?
Well, clearly, none of them are getting stuck in character. Clearly, clearly, none of them are getting stuck in character where they can just go to the amusement park at night after filming. But thank you for joining us. Now, this is a week where we did have something in the can for y'all. A couple of weeks ago, before Andrew left for Australia, we had a visitor. My guy, N.O.R.E., the host of the Drink Champs podcast with DJ EFN, that is partnered with the Black Effect Podcast Network. That's actually, one of our first partnerships. When we launched the Black Effect Podcast Network, we launched with Drink Champs. And now N.O.R.E. has his own network, the Drink Champs Network, in conjunction with Black Effect and iHeart. The first show is the Memphis Bleak Rock Solid podcast with other shows to come. And so N.O.R.E. was up here to talk about that, and plus tell stories as only N.O.R.E. can do. So I'm going to get out the way, and then we're going to throw to that episode. I think that's a fair compromise. For those of y'all who've been missing Hezzy's on this episode. N.O.R.E., for all the Drink Champs fans.
A very introspective N.O.R.E., I would say, too.
I think so. Yeah, he actually told some stories I never heard before. Yeah. So let's get into it. Brilliant Idiots, Drink Champs, N.O.R.E. Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schulz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots podcast, back for another week of brilliant idiotness. And today's guest is a hip-hop legend, a media mogul, and one of the most entertaining voices in hip-hop culture. From Queens to Drink Champs, he's given us classic records and classic interviews. Make some noise for N.O.R.E. N.O.R.E.
Thank y'all for having me.
How are you, my brother?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm having a second part of my life. Well, maybe the third part, and I just came here for to do the New York Road Runners show. And if people don't know what the New York Road Runners is, that's the people who control the marathon. And I for years been jogging, but a lot of people didn't know that, and I was hiding it. And now I realize that there's a whole society of maniac people that's like me, and I have to hang with them now.
Why were you hiding the jogging, N.O.R.E.?
I don't want to say I was hiding it. It's just I wasn't putting it to the forefront. And then I remember, Schaefer from Rock Nation.
Yeah.
And Schaefer
He's
from
a ginger.
Yeah.
Said gingers are black, by the way.
I heard that.
Salute the G
And it was a black woman who made that up too, right?
Really?
Like, yeah. So let's salute her. But he told me, he warned me. He said, once you start entering races, it's gonna change for you. So I went to Maui. We went to Puerto Rico. We went to Naples. We went to Tampa with Brett Kreischer and Tom Serra. I don't know how to pronounce nobody's word. And Jelly Roll. And I fucked up to his name. My bad. Yeah. And Jelly Roll. We ran with his race.
You talking about Brett Kreischer, the comedian?
Yes.
Bert Kreischer and Tom
Bert
Segura.
Kreischer. Okay, got you. I was like, Kreischer.
Y'all making me
What is?
No, they do a Two Bears 5K.
Yes.
Got you.
So it's a run. And I did it twice. I came early. I ran it as I don't want to say as a regular person, but I ran it as I wanted to see all his vendors. I wanted to know the promoters. I wanted to, for lack of a better term, take this in what is considered like a white world, right? And how do I bring this into my world?
Right.
How do I take this and promote health and wellness to my people, right?
Yeah.
I'm one of the coolest people on the planet, right?
Facts.
Right? So
Facts.
So how do I do that? How do I do that without losing my cool, right? How do I still, and so I figured it out. I went.
Idea.
Uh-huh.
You do like a 5K run.
I did one. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying for like the black community, but we'll have police running behind you.
Oh, no, we did that already.
Yeah.
We did that already.
You can't help yourself.
Yeah.
Andrew Schulz can't
We
help
almost got him. They're fast. They're fast. Keep going.
You can't help yourself.
You know what's the funny part is, Bert, when I went to Bert's race, we were the only black people.
In the whole race?
He literally, no, Bert's race. And when I say in race, I mean race, not race.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
So when I get there, he gets on the mic and he goes, "N.O.R.E., thank you, man." And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, thank you for bringing all the black people. I was just like, no, it was 18 of us. Because, you know, I traveled
You're all deep.
Yeah, so he said that, and then I believe him and Tom ran with us, because I told you I did it twice. So the second time I did it, Tom and Tom was like, man, this feels like the Million Man March. I was like,
The most interesting thing though, you're actually losing weight. Like when you walked in today, and I just saw you a couple weeks ago, I'm like, God damn, N.O.R.E. Like,
What are you down? How much weight?
I think 45 pounds.
Wow.
You know, I kind of did that in front of people's faces, and people paid attention to my hair. I kind of did that on purpose because people think that my hair is fake, but
You got a hair?
it really is. I'm
got a hair?
Puerto Rican, man. Like, you know, and I got good hair too. You know what I mean? So
Jelly Roll lost a lot of weight too.
Jelly Roll
Is it
lost a lot
because
of
of
weight.
running?
It's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Running is addictive once you see the results.
Yeah.
Like, so I understand if a person started running and then stopped,
Yeah.
because it's like, you know, you could get a weight, and then within a week you'll see a muscle. You'd be like, oh, okay, you know, you ain't gonna do that with running. Running is gonna take some time. It takes dedication. I see you had the recovery shoes.
Oh, yeah, you seen those. Yeah,
How the fuck do you get those?
Oh, we have some connections.
Okay, all right.
What are the recovery shoes?
I'll get them in here.
Yeah, yo, so, all right.
Ask him to bring
Are
them.
you a runner? Do you run?
I used to run. My dad used to run marathons too.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
used to do running when I was boxing. It was like the only form of cardio.
That's what I do. I do running in that boxing.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to tell you is, you have to be some type of running geek to even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in. You ain't fooling me, buddy.
You know what's so funny about N.O.? Like, you know, people watch Drink Champs and you'll hear people be like, oh man, that's such an unhealthy lifestyle. But I'm like, ever since I've known N.O., he'll be hitting me in the morning like I'm
jogging.
working out,
Yeah.
jogging, like
Yep.
every morning, like clockwork,
Yeah.
listening to the Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
jogging in the morning for years.
Yeah, listen, I had to stop because I realized I might be stalking them. Because, you know, this is my friend, and they're sitting there talking, let's say they're talking to anybody, and I'll comment on it. I'll be like, as if I was there. Like, I'll be like, because that's how much it is. That's how good the show is. I'm saying that behind your back and in front of your face. Is I literally watch it. Yo, those are so dope, bro.
Let me see.
So these are recovery shoes.
Why are they recovery shoes?
So
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, so these are supposed to be like, you're supposed to run these strenuous miles and come in here, and I believe they do something, and it's
Hyper ice technology. So I think they just cool it.
right. Oh wow,
There's
I've never
like-
used
It's
this.
like wrapping your whole feet in ice, right?
Compression.
And compression.
Right.
Oh, so you don't wear them, you just put them on after you
Stops
run.
inflammation after you do a huge workout.
Right.
But you
Yeah.
can still walking around and like if you needed to do work, if you needed to.
Really?
just-
Oh, you can walk with these?
These are, put them on. What size are you?
No, I'm not putting them on.
Nobody wore them yet.
Okay, all right, cool. Shit, I'm gonna put them on and leave with them. No, that's okay. But yeah, those are dope. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're on that level, you're doing 10 more miles, because those are like $900, right?
Sure.
Yeah, they like yeah, they like a band. Yeah, so you're not buying this being a fake runner. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, you know, the other interesting thing I saw today, man, I see the baby carriage in here. I don't know whose baby it is.
Yeah.
N.O.R.E.'s like, yo, you want to meet my grandson?
Right.
Wow.
It's so dope, man. So such a dope.
From pushing dope
Yes.
in the streets of New York to pushing the baby carriage with
baby
his
carriage.
grandson. You know?
Yes. That.
How does that feel to be a grandfather?
It's one of the best feelings in the world. You know, I kind of wanted a new baby. My wife was like, nope.
Oh, you wanted another kid?
I did, and my wife was like, no. And I think she's coming around now. But then I got my grandson, and I'm like, this is even better.
Yeah, no responsibility.
really?
All the love.
I mean, kind of, because you see, like, you know,
Your grandson looks like you.
he does,
Yes.
bro. And he makes my faces to me like, there's no way I'm gonna tell that man no to anything, like like I know already, like he's gonna have a Rolex at fucking 3 years old. Like I already know, like he's like, because it's like that's dope, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean. And you know, my son that's his first son, so I feel like I got more experience than him, so I'm still teaching him how to parent. But I'm also saying, damn, you know, I'm learning to be a papa. Like, how cool is that?
And you're young, you're not even 50.
I'm 47, that's right.
Yes.
I'll be 48 this year.
Makes you wonder how old our grandparents were.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I was doing the math in my head this time. Like, yo, my grandmother died at 81. I
Right.
was like 29.
Wow.
So she was like 50 when I came into the world, maybe?
Wow.
Young.
Something like that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. He got to spend the night with me. I'm gonna give them a break, and I want him to come chill with me for like a week in Miami. And he's a flirt though.
Like you can get away with it.
I'm talking about.
Nobody gonna me too a baby.
I'm in front of I'm in front of the juice bar.
That's Justin Bieber.
Yeah, right. I'm in front of the juice bar, and guys is coming up to him. And he's like, but then the girls come up to him. He's like, and I'm like, how do you know at this age? Like, how do you know? Yeah. So his name is Nasea, just in case.
Nasea?
Nasea. Because
that sounds like somebody mixed Nas and AZ together.
No. Damn, that's ill. I didn't know that. Well, my son's name is Isaiah, and all of my other kids, the names start with an N. So Nakai, Nasim, Noah. So we figured we keep it tradition and name him after his own father, which is Isaiah, but Nasea, because he's part of
the clan.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. What an amazing life, man. I want to talk about N.O.R.E. on Pusha getting mad at Pharrell for Drake comments on Drink Champs. I didn't ask you this when you was on Breakfast Club. We didn't talk about this. This is from Bootleg Caps, Futar Guy.
Shout out Bootleg, yeah, man.
Pusha T, this is the headline on X. Pusha T checked N.O.R.E. after Pharrell showed love to Drake. Let's listen.
We had Pharrell on the show. It's the first time I ever heard Pusha T raise his voice. And I said to Pharrell, Pusha T or Drake? And he said, both. Man, Pusha T. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, Pusha. I'm sorry, man, but I'm in the zone right now. But Pusha called me.
Thank you for playing.
How the fuck is our boy doing this? How is he doing that? How does he fucking pick? He says both of us. Drake wouldn't have picked both of us. Drake would have picked him. And I'm like, Pusha, this is the one time I'm shutting the fuck up.
That's
I'm gonna let you vent. Because I have no, but it's real. I say that to say that's how much of a human Pharrell is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
good guy.
He's a human guy. Like, he told me for years, he was like, "N.O.R.E. don't do no crime in front of me." I was like, who the fuck thinks like that? I'm not doing no crime in front of you. He said, "Cause I'm gonna tell."
So like, Pharrell said that.
You don't want.
I think that's my favorite interview you guys ever did.
You don't even want to take a now later from him after that. Like, wait a minute. Like, he literally told me that from the beginning.
And now and later.
Our very first time I ever encountered with Pharrell, he sung me the whole Bloody Money.
It's true.
Really?
New York, get the blood money. He knew it word for word. And then as soon as he finished, he said, "But I don't have a thug bone in my body." And I gave him a hug, and I respected that. And I never expected any thug shit to come from him. Ever.
Yes. Okay, so what we want to talk about? Okay.
Why did he call you yelling at you? Why wouldn't he call it Pharrell?
Because it happened on my show.
Yeah, but I hate when people do that.
Well,
You're not responsible for that.
Well, Pusha did address this. He did address this on Complex, and he said, "Why would I reveal this conversation?" So the truth be told is, again, me revealing this conversation, I'm thinking I'm bigging Pusha up. Like, I'm thinking, like, because, for years, you work with people and you don't see too much emotions, right? And like to flip the question around, had Pharrell been asked the same thing and said, "Yo, N.O.R.E. or Prodigy," I wouldn't have called Pusha and been like, "Yo, why would Pharrell just throw away our other?" If they would have said N.O.R.E. or Mystical, because those are like two people that he worked with early. And he picked Mystical, or he said both. I wouldn't have called Pusha because I feel like Pharrell is just he's that safe environment.
Yeah.
Whenever he's not picking. He's that safe environment. Now, when Pusha called me and said that, I thought it was honorable. Like, I didn't think that there was nothing wrong with that. I thought it was like he's like, "Yo, man," and I said Drake. I said on that interview I just said. Pharrell couldn't pick between Drake or Pusha T, but Pharrell, Drake would have said that. That's what I said. I said Drake would have picked but what was said was 40 would have picked Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? If this same interview was like 40 would have picked Drake.
What you're trying to say is that the producer should always pick the artist that they produce.
No, your camp. You should always pick your camp.
Yeah.
It's Charlamagne before everybody.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
course,
That's y'all partners in a great way. You know what I'm saying? So
Pharrell didn't do that, and that's what
Pharrell didn't do that. And by the way, I think Pusha was like, "Yo, why did N.O.R.E. say that conversation?" First off, I did not think that was off the record because there's a famous person called another famous person about another famous person that argue about the most famous person on the planet. and it's not like you and Drake had a private fight.
Yeah.
Y'all was in the schoolyard.
Yeah.
Y'all came out the schoolyard. Y'all invited everybody after 3. Come downstairs.
Yeah.
So this is not a private. But as a man, because I know in that conversation, like from the era, I say this a lot, but I'm saying this now. From 4 a.m. to 2 p.m., there is nobody on earth sharper than me.
4 a.m. 2 p.m.
I don't know what happens at the 2 p.m. I don't know. It's just stupid
That's what
shit.
Democrats used to say about President Biden. From 4 a.m. to 2 p.m., he's sharp. The sharpest person.
Well, Biden, you just got back in my book then. If Biden didn't do that, then you back in my good. I hated you, Biden. I'm sorry. Joe Biden. Yeah, I hated him. But so I remember everything like I remember this conversation almost word for word. And I remember at one time in the conversation with him, I said, yo, this is off the record. I said, yo, by the way, this is between me and you. And I feel like that's a universal man language. Like when you're saying something, like if I say, yo, Andrew, don't call me back, you're supposed to be like, Andrew, why you don't call N.O.R.E. back? But if I say, yo, between me and you, Andrew, don't call me back,
Stays there.
You're not supposed to say nothing to Andrew.
I'll be like,
you know what I'm saying?
well, I'm gonna holler at him for you.
And 1,000,000%, I respect Pusha T, I respect Malice, I respect Chad, I respect Rob Walker, I respect Pharrell, I respect all of them. I respect them enough, way too much to ever reveal anything. So I didn't think that was me blowing it up. Now, the other things that we spoke about in that conversation, had I said something like that, I would have been in violation. But, you know, as a man, I didn't think I violated.
I still feel like he should have called Pharrell though.
No, he said he did.
Yeah,
He said he did.
don't call
so
you.
he said that I made it seem like it was just me, and that's not how I made it seem. You did just call me. You didn't say, yo, I'm calling Pharrell or whatever. So I'm just taking my part of the conversation.
Gotcha.
But he said that he went to Pharrell and he did it. And by the way, like I'm not into that violating. You know how many conversations we had and it's been off the record. And these conversations would never come out. I'm not pressed for press. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You know, I'm doing a press run because I want to. I'm out here because, you know, we got Memphis Bleak out here doing phenomenal.
Rock Solid Podcast.
Rock Solid Podcast. We got Drink Champs coming out every week, still doing what we doing. We got the running thing that I'm doing. We got the Healthy High. We got the Watch Stalkers, you know, that I'm throwing out on the Drink Champs Network. So I have so much things to talk about other than anybody else.
I just find it interesting, and this is a pet peeve of mine, you know, being a media personality all these years. Don't blame me for what somebody else says.
I don't like that.
Show.
I don't like that.
Don't come in like that. Don't got nothing. If I ask a question and they give an answer about you, take it to them.
Right.
Don't come to me and say, why'd you ask that question? Because that's my job. Right?
See, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's like I learned that if I have somebody diss, like if I have you diss Andrew on my record, you know why that's co-signing? I'm gonna tell you why that's co-signing.
Oh, bring that up, because I asked to push him about that the other day.
I'm gonna tell you why that's co-signing. Because on an interview, you do the interview, you pretty much can erase it, or you can pretty much just leave it in there. When you do a record, you gotta lay that verse 10 times.
Yeah, you knew you wanted to do it.
You knew. You gotta lay that verse 10 times.
It wasn't a freestyle.
You gotta mix it.
Yeah.
You gotta master it. So you knew that words are horrible towards your friend or whoever it is. So that's different. That's co-signing. That actually is co-signing. You know, it's funny.
So what's the proper etiquette? So it's like when Foxy dissed Lil' Kim on Bang Bang.
I wish, don't get it twisted. I wish I still worked with Foxy. I wish I still had that relationship with Foxy. But if I had a chance to do it all over, I would not have used that verse.
Really?
I would. And I felt like, again, this was a learning process. I felt like at the time she was asking us, and now I could be wrong. I said I felt like that she was like, yo, you know, Lil' Kim just dissed me on Mobb Deep record. Why wouldn't I
come back
on you know, because we were known to like have like little problems with Mobb Deep at that time, and I guess she put her ear to the street. But
what Lil' Kim record she dissed?
Quiet Storm.
Oh shit, that wasn't around the same time. Damn, that shit feel like
no, it was right after it. No, it was right after it.
Damn.
So, and I remember seeing Puff. Because
Oh, that's why Foxy go, hot damn hole, here we go. Yeah. Got you.
So the hot damn hole, here we go, was
Kim, and then Foxy did it on Bang Bang.
Yeah, Foxy did, it says something like that. But I remember Puffy and me going, hey man, why'd you let that bitch diss me on your record? And I'm like, because this is the first time I like realized that other people get mad at you for what other people said about them.
Yeah.
And I was like, shocked, and he just like, fuck that shit, man. Just go get money. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, but definitely when it comes to that, I didn't
Any
think
other Puffy stories?
I got a lot.
Well, before we get there, would you have let Fox? Would you have regretted it if y'all? Because you know, y'all, I don't know if this generation knows. There was a whole shootout behind.
Yeah, I regret it.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
No, it's not
I wasn't
alleged.
there. I wasn't there.
Yeah, you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
But this was at Hot 97.
Yeah, I wasn't there though.
Yeah.
I know you weren't there.
I was not there.
But there were people there.
I heard.
Not you.
I heard.
Definitely
I don't
not.
know who, but I heard.
Yeah.
Was that Junior Mafia versus Murder Unit?
No. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
For those
and
who
you know
said-
we're all cool now. So
Yeah,
we're
absolutely.
all
That's-
cool
that's-
now.
Yeah.
Did anybody get hit?
Yeah, but I didn't know the guy. Yeah, so
Did he live?
yeah, he got this was a
Oh,
total
that's
shot.
somebody on their side.
I don't even know. We're here on positive energy right now.
But but we've all grown and learned from shit like that.
Yeah.
I just find it interesting.
If only he was in a running club.
Yeah.
Zigzag. But I just find it interesting when people try to put the blame on the interviewer or even the person on the record. To me, if somebody disses somebody on somebody's record, that shouldn't even hold you accountable.
But you know what?
I get that.
But it
logic,
does, though. It
I
does.
wouldn't let somebody talk crazy about
Now-
you on my pod. And if they
Right.
did, I would check them.
Right. Or
You know what I mean?
Or you got to understand, maybe if you call this person to say, yo, this guy won't change his verse. It depends on your relationship. Like with Little Kim, I didn't know Little Kim. I met her, but I didn't know her. But I knew C's. And you know, I don't know, a lot of people don't know this, but Biggie wanted to sign Capone.
What?
Biggie wanted to sign Capone. Let me just tell you something. If Biggie would have signed Capone, me and you probably would have never met.
Wow.
Because I couldn't have stood in front of that. I couldn't have been like, yo, but sorry, me too. Like, I couldn't have did
So this
that.
is
Like,
before CNN?
no, we are CNN. We go into the radio station. Biggie got the cherry red land, what is it? The Land Cruiser? Oh, I forget. And he asks like, y'all, something. And I think I asked him, yo, Juicy's my favorite record, man. Like such and such. And I think I actually had Big rhyme Juicy. I'm not, don't hold me to this. I have to ask Capone this. But then he was like, yo, y'all rhyme? And Capone was like, yeah. And I was so nervous that I don't even think I said yeah. I think I was just like, fuck, it's Biggie. And Capone killed his verse. Whatever verse Capone said, he grabbed Capone, he gave him his number, he brought him in the car. I was still outside.
Where was you?
I was like there with the puss face, you know, the sour face. Like, you know how you took a Sour Patch Kid?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, my man is about to blow up. But all I did was be supportive. I was just like, yo, you know what? If Big, this is arguably the biggest person on the planet. If Big wants to break up CNN and take Capone, I can't stay.
Was the War Report out?
War Report was not out.
So y'all wasn't even, was y'all signed?
Nah, we was not signed. That's
Wow,
why it was possible.
wow.
And I remember Trash.
So why was you at the radio station?
Because we were just freestyling for like Stretch Armstrong or something like that.
Got
Like we were underground. And big up to Stretch Armstrong and Barbito, by the way. So it had Big sign, because Capone would have left me. I'm just letting you know. He was not coming back and getting me. I'm just being honest.
Why
with
did
you.
it happen?
I forget. I believe I don't want to blame Trash on this, but there was something to do with that, and then you know what wound up happening? Biggie put a Capone in Junior Mafia. A Capone. You don't remember that?
Yeah,
you don't remember that?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That was his name.
But,
Capone.
yeah,
was another
it was
Capone.
another. Yep.
Yep.
But boy.
Oh, it's close.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
I would have been bowed out. There's nothing I could have did.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Salute to Cash App. If you didn't know, Cash App is more than just a safe way to send and receive money. I've only received money from Cash App once. I'm always the one sending it out. But with the Cash App card, you get tons of perks without any hidden fees. Think early access to concert pre-sales like Kendrick Lamar and Sabrina Carpenter, plus discounts on everyday purchases at brands you are probably already spending money on. It also keeps your money safe by automatically flagging suspicious transactions and letting you lock your card instantly if it's ever lost or stolen. Spend with confidence with the Cash App card today. For a limited time only, new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash for real. Just download Cash App, use our exclusive referral code IDIOTS in your profile, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. What's that right there?
Can I ask one question from that era that I've always wanted to ask you?
Let's go.
This was probably 20-something years ago. I was up at Violator.
Okay.
And you were up there. And you played, I believe you called it What the Movie.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a documentary.
Yeah.
It was one of the best things I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yes. And
Did you ever do anything with that?
You know, that's a great question, by the way. And
What the documentary?
I mean, this is how I recall it.
Yes.
You would
Yeah.
just, I think you said you did it with Ted Demme.
damn, your memory is fucking
no,
awesome.
really-
That's my story. Yeah.
It really stuck with me. And you just had all this incredible, like, backstage,
Yep.
casual.
I still got it.
You still have
I still
it?
got it.
Doing with that?
So
It
I don't know.
It was crazy.
It was like a reality show?
It was just clip after
you
clip.
can look it up online. It's called the trailer.
Okay.
So back then, I don't know. I kind of like always. I don't want to say ahead of my time, like I'm on myself, but I am, right? So I'm filming when no one is filming. Like I'm filming, and I'm filming Chris Lighty. Like I have when Cam got Joel Santana and he brung him to Def Jam or he brung him to Rockefeller, that footage, I have that. Of him walking in, Busta Rhymes talking, and Joel Santana just rhyming. And you know off top, Joel's is the illest dude. Like you like, whoa, Cam is ill, Jim is ill. But then when Joel's came and he just walks in the office and he just starts going crazy in front of Chris Lighty. We had
Good. Someone smoking a blunt. I remember you're like,
all of us were smoking.
Yeah, this is
Let me
Jay
tell you how
smoking a blunt.
unexperienced I was. So I had to call people who I had relationships with, right? I called 50 Cent, Fat Joe, Meth Bleak, and Cameron. All at the same time. The fact that they were all being rappers, they missed each other. But I had them all.
What you mean?
Because I invited them all at the same time, like the idiot that I am. Like brilliant idiot, right? I was a brilliant idiot.
Yeah.
But they were rappers. So Joe came, and then 50 came. But had they seen each other at that time, it would have been like, I put them in that position, and I wasn't even thinking like that. I was thinking
That's
like
when they was beefing.
this when everybody was beefing. Remember, 50 had just did How to Rob.
Yeah.
And then I forget what the Rockefeller and Dipset thing was, but then Joe with 50 and all this. So I had them all, and I actually filmed them all the same
Oh,
day.
because 50 had said that shit about Pun on How to Rob. Yeah.
So that's that. This is what and let me get to the point of that. Ted Demme, who was my man, he used to do Yo MTV Raps. Chris Lighty says to me, listen, he looks at the footage, he says, stop filming. And I go, what the hell? He's like, you're doing great, but I can tell it's you filming. Let's go hire a real production crew. So he flies me out. We go to, this is a great story. We go to Ted Demme's studio. Ted Demme has me waiting for like 10 minutes. Then he comes out. And he has this guy with him. And they go on a ping pong table, and he throws down some coke. I'm like, this Hollywood shit is too fast for me. Like, hold on. Y'all don't want to ask me, do I do that shit? Like, he comes down, He sniffs a line. This other guy sniffs a line, but they have a mirror. And, you know, we black people, we don't like to make eye contact with people who doing that shit, right? We like act like we don't know. Like we're, oh, wait a minute.
It makes you an accomplice.
So I look closer, and it's what's my man that played in Blow?
Oh, Johnny Depp.
It's fucking Johnny Depp. So they're sitting there.
He was acting. He was
I
prepared.
had no idea they promoting Blow to me.
Yeah, he
So
prepared for the role.
so they like this. They're like, yo, did we get you? And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, you know, did you think we was really sniffing coke? I was like, yeah, man. I was already texting that shit. Like, with the Twitter, whatever Twitter was back then. MySpace. I told Tom already.
21 Jump Street.
Yeah, I told Tom already. And he's like, yo, no, this is our new movie. This is our new movie, Blow. And you know, because he had like a little bit of makeup on, so you couldn't really tell it was Johnny Depp. But I was just like, holy shit. But I'm dead serious. We were all my boys was in the same thing. We were texting, like whatever text was back then, we like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, yo, then one of us was like, is that Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Like, and one of us was like, one guy was like, hey man, I listen, don't judge me, man, but I'm gonna get in on this one. Like, holy shit. And come to find out it was fake coke. It was a fake. He was trying to ask me, like, because that was the promotional items was a mirror. And he was like, yo, does this read? Like, what would the hood read this? And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm not the guy that asks that.
Why they care about the hood? You should worry about Wall Street.
Yeah.
Hey, he didn't ask me about Wall Street. I would have gladly answered for Wall Street. I'd have been like, yes.
But no, that still don't tell us what happened with the documentary.
So Ted Demi died. So, yeah.
No, that ain't funny.
Yeah.
That's not funny. That's the way you said it.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
No, rest in peace, Ted Demi.
Yeah.
I promise I wasn't laughing at him.
No.
It's the way N.O.R.E. said it. Because he just forgot about what he was telling the third boy. Like, what happened to the documentary?
He died. Like, I didn't know how to pursue that. Yeah. Actually, they say that. They say that because he was in a basketball game and he had a heart attack. And it
Damn.
blew. Wow. Yeah, so, like, me and him was so, yeah, my bad. Me and him was so attached. And, like, we grew real close in those couple of months. And then Ted Demi passed away, and then Chris Lighty passed away. And it was just like, damn, like, this project had, like, it was like a little haunted.
Is the footage, is it
not
done?
edited. No, it's not edited. But I got the raw footage. I have.
Oh, you got to do something with that.
I have the raw footage.
Hell yeah.
But, you know, that's like, with me, like, I didn't deal with, like, back then I didn't deal with death in accordance. I didn't deal with it like a normal human being. I would, like, try to ignore it and it would really hurt me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I never really mourned for my father. I never really mourned for Pun. And Pun was my real friend. Like, me and Pun used to call Fat Joe the Fun Police.
Really?
Like, yeah, like that's how much, because Joe was very, he's gonna drink 1,500 Diet Pepsis. He's not gonna smoke. He's not gonna drink. He'll drink if me and his wife like force him. Like, oh no! But he's not that guy, and that's how. I'm just saying that to say that's how close me and Pun was. And when he passed away, like I didn't take it well.
So what'd you do?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just know that it's very like. Still to this day, like I can't really when it's Pun's, like, you know, his birthday, you know, I try to celebrate, but you know, I never celebrate his death date. And I'm just not. That's my first rap friend. Like, he was my first rap friend. He's my first.
How'd y'all get close? Where y'all meet?
We met in Unique Studios, ironically. It's the first day I met Joe too. Joe was supposed to be on Capone and Noriega's album. He was supposed to be on Channel 10. Buck Wild produced it, so we figured we have a Bronx producer. Let's get a Bronx guy. And Joe never did it. But Joe brought Pun to the studio, and I remember Joe walking in and just was like, "Yo, which one of y'all got shot?" And I was like, I thought that was the worst first entrance answer to any relationship I've ever had. Like, which one of y'all got shot? And then Capone, like the idiot he is, he's like, yeah. And he's like, I got shot too. And then they had some shot story. Hey, I got shot here. Oh, this is horrible, guys. Like, Henry, and then Pun looked at me and he goes, yo, you Puerto Rican, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, so take the ice grill off, Papi, because me and you gonna be friends. And I thought that was hilarious. I was just like, holy shit. He told me
You want some tough guy shit?
because
He was
I
just
mean, like,
come here.
this guy just walked in and asked who got shot. That was not the first.
Do you remember the first time you heard the Dead in the Middle of Little Italy bar?
Do I remember the first time? No, but I remember me saying that this guy is a problem.
That bar is insane.
Dead in the middle of Little Italy, little did we know every riddle, the middleman who didn't do diddly.
And let me, I'll tell you what's crazy about Pun that a lot of people don't know. Pun used to rhyme sitting down.
Oh, we know.
He used to bring a whole couch in the booth. And for him to hold his breath like that, and to like,
that's a great point. That's you would get to have the breath control, but also be probably asthmatic because you're so overweight.
Yes, because you got to remember when you're sitting down, that energy is going downwards. That's why people lay vocals and they stand up.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So for him to still have that energy sitting down and still be able to deliver that breath control, it was amazing. Like it was amazing. Like what I didn't know he was that ill until he passed away. God bless.
Oh, really?
I mean, I knew he was ill, but when I went back and I was like, we're competition. Like it's hard to look at somebody, even though he's your friend. It's hard to see their greatness when you're competing with them.
Yeah.
Like, it's a secret competition regardless. Like, I don't care what anybody says.
Y'all were really competing because it's like, yo, you were on his album, he was on your album. Like,
I mean, Cam, Corrupt. It was that era. That era was my favorite era.
oh yeah, that was the what was that? The Source magazine.
The Source
when they had the
magazine.
Next generation of hip hop. It was you, DMX,
Silk the
Pun,
Shocker.
Cam, Silk, Corrupt.
Shocked. Yep. So that was my favorite era. Like that's my favorite year of my life, 1998. But it's also one of the worst years of my life. My father passed away.
Damn.
Pun passed away. So I had the bittersweet. And like I said, I never mourned. I remember Chris Lighty coming to see me when my father passed. And Chris Lighty's like, yo, I'm taking care of the funeral, everything, but your father would still want you to stay on this tour. And I was like, and I stood on the tour. And I think that was the best advice for me, but I was supposed to come home and deal with it.
Yeah.
I just kept working. I was burying myself with work until I started to realize, like, man, you're not over this shit at all.
Yeah.
And then Pun, I could Pun, I could never get over with because whenever I see somebody, Latin or whatever, they always say, yo, Pun, or something. And I'm like, oh, okay, man. Because they kind of know.
I'm gonna tell you the illest shit I've seen recently with Puerto Ricans.
All right.
I've been to Madison Square Garden for comedy shows. I've been to Madison Square Garden for concerts. I've been to Madison Square Garden for boxing matches. That must have been Friday night, a couple Fridays ago. I went to go see Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor at the Garden.
They'll show up.
I've never felt the Garden like that.
Okay.
Puerto Ricans had that shit on tilt. I mean,
I got a Madison Square
I thought it was
Puerto Rican
fights.
story too.
I thought it was fights breaking out in the crowd because they were just so loud and just making these noises and these chants. And then you look up and they was just waving the flag for no reason. Yo, that shit was crazy. And when the love that the Puerto Rican community shows people. When I walked in that shit, it was like, I was like, am I Puerto Rican?
Bro.
They didn't know?
We accept you.
We good people.
We accept you, yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Bro, I think this generation, like younger kids, there hasn't been like a dominant Puerto Rican fighter in a while, but our generation grew up with the Miguel Cottos, the Tito Trinidads. I remember being at the Garden for Tito Trinidad versus William Joppy. I don't know if you guys remember that fight.
I don't remember that one.
Bro, it was... I don't even know if they were watching a fight, bro. There was guys
Yes,
with, I don't know if they were watching a fight. It was like a barbecue. It was like a cookout. Bro, they had a Puerto Rican flag. They had a Puerto Rican flag that was like 6 feet tall and then maybe like 20 feet wide. These guys were running around the whole Garden. You don't even have tickets to access these parts of the Garden. And they're just circling the whole Garden. People spent $100 for a ticket. They just look at the back of a flag for a whole round. They didn't care. The whole Garden
that's
was
how
on
it looked
fire.
Friday.
It was
Everywhere you looked, it was a Puerto Rican flag. I'm watching the fight. And like, you watch the fight and when it's something happens, everybody go, ooh.
Yeah.
So the crowd would be making this, ooh. And you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Somebody tying their shoelace.
That's it. That's it.
Boxing isn't what it was
Yeah.
in our generation simply because there's not a dominant Puerto Rican fighter. If you bring
like that.
If
I
you
like
bring
that.
back a dominant Puerto Rican, I mean, think about Bernard Hopkins versus Trinidad. Think about the buildup of that
Yep.
fight
Yeah,
when
yep.
Hopkins is in Puerto Rico. He steps on the flag, and you got the fans that are swinging on a professional boxer. They're not shooting them. They're not stabbing them.
yeah.
They trying to throw hands with the guy who's one of the best in the world. So
Y'all
to
got
me,
Berlanga.
Yeah, Belonga, we with you, Belonga. We don't mind. We don't mind. We gonna ride to the end. We don't mind. It was nasty, but we good. We good. We gonna get back up.
you need.
It was the Breakfast Club fucked you up, man. You shouldn't have went to the Breakfast Club. You shouldn't have.
He was talking crazy.
He was talking
You
crazy.
gotta though.
I was
Crazy.
with
You
him
gotta
though.
build that fight. You gotta build that. It's a shame that he's not more elite because he's fun in the press
Yes,
conferences.
he is.
like-
Yes, he is. We with you, Adam.
He's like the Puerto Rican Adrian Broner.
Yeah, yo.
Oh shit, that was an ill
You don't wanna-
comparison.
you don't wanna
Well, let
be
me
that-
tell you my Puerto Rican
Yeah.
garden story. I'm not going to say the company. Well, a company hires me to walk out Ricardo Mayorga. I'm down.
But
He's fighting against Tito Trinidad.
you can't walk out with he's from Nicaragua. You can't walk out with a guy from Nicaragua.
But you're
against-
Nicaraguan.
No, I'm
not.
I'm Nicaraguan.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it was the nigga part that I was confused.
so I'm Puerto Rican. So I get to the fight. It's a big bag.
What's a big bag? What's a big bag?
It was a bag. And I get to the fight, and they sit me in front of Tito Trinidad's parents.
Wow.
And
Wow.
like you just said, you brought this up. This is the reason why. Every Puerto Rican in the whole Madison Square Garden kept coming up to his mother.
Paying homage. Yeah.
Them niggas came to get me. It's time to walk out. I was there, tell them I'm good. They're like, we have a contract. I'm like, the contract is made to be broken. This is one of the moments I cannot turn on my people and walk out. And I was like, yo, what is your problem, N.O.R.E? Why did you even do this? But I'm like, yo, I'm keeping the free seats. Like, I'm staying here. I'm gonna watch the fight. They're like, you switch sides on us? I said, yo, I should have never done this, man. Like, this is a bad mistake.
There was
Like,
no way you could watch that fight in peace after that. There was no way you could go walk him
let me
out and
tell
then
you
go
something.
sit back down like it
That
was.
would have
Yeah,
been
leave.
that would have been the first cancel culture. Like I'm
Yeah.
talking about from within.
Yeah.
Like they would have disowned me for calling
Yeah.
myself Puerto Rican. Like I was, and Tito won too that day. Of
course
yeah, he won. So
Mayorga was the shit though. He was so
no, he used to
fun
smoke
to watch.
cigarettes in the
and
ring.
Nah, he was wild.
Fun in the build up. He's drinking.
Right.
I always wondered how much of that was real.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
You're
the
like-
drinking, smoking.
No,
I
no,
got-
Mayorga was real.
think it was about that
No,
life.
he was about that life. Yeah, he was about that life. You know, he cashed out and just went right back to the shit. And I think he's fat and everything.
He's fat. He just fought
Yeah,
recently
yeah.
against a guy named
Recently?
Yeah,
Really?
he-
He
Oh, I
gotta be
didn't
like
know that.
60 years old.
he
know that.
fought a guy who's an OG. His name, it was kind of sad to watch, but it was like a Mexican fighter that's been, is it Campos or something like that? Just another guy who's, they both were these two old guys fighting in the ring. You'd never want to see it, but you got to do whatever you got to do for money. But Mayorga made it bag though. He had a couple
Yeah.
really big fights. I think he beat Vernon Forrest twice. I don't know if you guys remember him. This was the heyday of boxing for me. Like it was incredible.
Listen, I've never seen anything. I'm like, yo, and that's funny you said that because I was just like, whenever Puerto Rican fighters are going to be at the Garden, I'm coming.
Oh, it is.
The way the Puerto Ricans
But-
had the Garden lit up was
But have you
incredible.
ever been in the Puerto Rican Day Parade?
No.
Do you understand? You got to go.
Oh, no,
there.
I did. I've been to one.
Okay.
I've been to one.
They had to
Just tell
stop
you
that.
something.
They had to stop that shit during Me Too. It was a little
What?
bit too dicey. During Me Too, they had to stop that shit. Bro, the Puerto Rican made the freak look like Nickelodeon.
You gotta text me shit like that. I wasn't ready,
Nah,
man.
the
What
Puerto
you-
I can see why you say
we
that.
used to go as kids, and I even remember being as a kid like, I don't even know if I should be here right now. This shit is insanity. It was crazy.
Listen, and let me tell you the point I'm trying to bring. It could be
Tell us the
raining.
Puerto Rican Day Parade
It could be
story.
raining.
Yeah.
It can be. Obviously, it's in the summertime, so
But it could be
be snowing. I promise you.
Girls are getting their tops
They
ripped off.
are. They are. I don't know what Puerto Rican Day Parade you went to, man. You went to the kind of like the foul one. I'm out there waving flags. We drinking coquille. You know what I mean? We having ices. I go to the nice Puerto Rican
Yeah, I
Day
don't know
Parade.
where show the Puerto Rican parade.
I went to the Puerto Rican
You
parade.
went with the Puerto Ricans.
What the hell?
Yeah, but they come out all the time. So when you have support from them.
We're really gonna act like,
and it's two different.
We're really gonna act like I'm
Listen,
lying about that shit.
No, but it's two different Puerto Ricans, just so you know. Puerto Rican from New York is totally different from a Puerto Rican from the island. Yeah. And the Puerto Ricans from the island, they won't say it, but they think they're a little bit better than us.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
They do.
Italians from Italy.
Yes.
And Italians
from New York.
Got you,
yes.
got you, got
They're
you, got
both
you.
Italian. They both love the heritage and they love the roots,
Yeah.
but they are different culturally.
Yes.
And indistinguishable in a lot of ways. Like there's a lot of Puerto Ricans that grow up in New York that do not speak Spanish.
Yep.
There's a lot of Italians that grow up in New York that do not speak Italian.
Mm-hmm.
So it is similar in that way, though they both have love for the roots. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, I love it. That's a great analogy too, by the way. Yeah.
See, there's a little beef. You think that they think they're a little better.
I know that they think they better. I know it. I know it. Like just like Spain, like people from Spain.
They think they're better than
Oh,
people
they think they're the
in
white people
Central
or the
America.
Latinos. They think they're the bourgeoisie.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
they're like,
Yeah.
like you ever been to Spain? It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
But like
He's Puerto Rican.
I know.
Oh.
I can tell. I'm sorry. I know my people. I know my people. I know my people. But we went to Spain one time, and my friend, his name is Mado. He's from Lefrak. He's on Oye Mikando with me, and Mado has this dialect that he can speak with the Mexicans and use their slang.
Yeah.
He can speak with the Puerto Ricans and use their slang.
Right.
He can speak with obviously he's Dominican, so he does that. He tried it in Spain.
Not working.
The waiter said, "Excuse me, sir, that is not Spanish."
Damn. Damn.
I was like, "Oh shit," because I don't want to send my food back. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, "Yo, we gotta take this." Like, he's like, "That is not Spanish. I prefer you speak to me in English."
No.
Damn.
I was like, "Yo," and everybody's like, "Yo, we should get up out of here." I was like, "Maybe not, guys. Like, this chicharron with the fish. Let me finish." Like, but I mean, that's how they feel. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I used to live in Spain, and let me tell you something. They probably speak the worst English of any people in all Europe. So I don't know why they're talking shit. I don't know why they're asking you to speak English.
well, I had fun in what is it, Madrid?
Yeah.
I had what else? Everywhere. I've been all over Spain. You know, I had one of the #1 records in Latino culture. Of course.
What does that feel like when you, because, we always hear Big Pun was the first, rapper to go platinum, first Puerto Rican rapper
Yep.
to go, Spanish rapper to go platinum. How does that feel to be that for your community?
Do you say, I'm sorry, go answer.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What, you first?
How does that feel to be that for your community?
Well, that's dope. It's dope. Reggaeton, a lot of people say the glutz and the glamour of reggaeton, but the reality of it is I had to really be in the forefront of this. Did I discover reggaeton? Absolutely not. But I seen this genre of music and I said, why isn't, DJ Enough playing this? Why isn't Camilo playing this? Why isn't what's my man?
Envy. He's Dominican.
Envy, he's Dominican. Yes, right. We claim him.
Camilo.
No, the guy from your station, Pro Style.
Pro Style. Okay.
Why isn't he playing it? And I think that they just didn't have the records, or they just had certain records. But I tell you like this, that doing reggaeton was one of the most genius things I've ever done, because I had to see the foresight and I saw it and I went for it. And now if you cut on the radio, you can't hear any radio without Bad Bunny.
Facts.
Bad Bunny just sold out a concert for 6 months.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
He has a
What you mean for
concert.
6 months?
Yes, he has it in
6 months. He has a residency in Puerto Rico.
in Puerto Rico.
It's one of the most fire things that's ever been
They
done.
raised the economy.
I think they said it was going to generate
300 million or something like that. 100
for the local economy. So not just for him, but the local economy, the people that are getting hotels, their rental cars, and people are going to restaurants. I think that's one of the coolest things
That's
that
the
an artist
coolest
has
thing in the
ever
world.
done in history for their
Yes.
community.
Bad Bunny, I respect you. I salute you. Bad Bunny showed me love at Madison Square Garden. But
We shouted you out?
No, he seen me and was like, "Yo," and he's one of the biggest artists in the world. So I don't even think he knew me. And he was like, "Yo, papa," and I was like,
He's a musician. How is he not going to know you?
Just let me be humble.
I think, yeah. You know, if he didn't say what's up, you'd be like, fuck that motherfucker.
That's right.
Fat Joe tell a story about how you could have signed Bad Bunny, or am I making this up? I was it Daddy Yankee? It was somebody he was supposed to sign. One of those big guys. I don't remember.
Pitbull, I believe. I don't
Pitbull.
remember. Well, Joe is ill, man. Joe, for lack of a better term, is one of our leaders. That's 1,000,000%.
Who signed Bad Bunny?
Who?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I believe Bad Bunny might be signed to Bad Bunny. But, yeah, I mean, listen, just think about what we just said. We spoke about the economy, all this.
That's crazy.
But one of the very first things that introduced that to Americans was my record. My record had 140 million in audience. I was beating...
The Oye Mi Canto joint.
Oye Mi Canto.
Oye Mi Canto.
Let me tell you this crazy. I was beating Mariah Carey in the build. Like, I was beating LL, Mariah Carey. Lyor Cohen invited me to his house. This is a little earlier, but I'm just bouncing around. I'm giving you context. This is how ill this was. Lyor Cohen invited me to his house. It's like 90th and Park. It's like 90 million. It smelled like 90 million. And I walked in and Lyor said, "You like this house?" And I said, "Yes, sir. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot." And he said, "Make sure you're hot enough next year. I invite you back."
Yeah, damn. Jesus Christ.
How do you say that? You don't want to text that? that didn't feel like Lyor's my man to this day. But he gave me the harsh reality.
I thought he was about to tell you, if you want to have a house like this, he was just like, nah, just be hot next year.
Like
Nah, he like, listen, you here because you paying the bills this month.
Damn.
I mean, it was a harsh reality, but it was also reality. And it's like, yo, listen, I mean, me and Lyor, we're over the, like, you know, that relationship, we're good. I'm going to Amalfi Coast next week, or in August, and that's who I'm going to meet. We're going to meet with Lyor, you know what I'm saying? That's my man. But he had to give me that harsh reality, like, yo, you know we're not friends. Like, we eventually maybe be friends, but for right now, you're here because you're paying the bills. It was a reality check for me. You understand what I'm saying? So
The relationship
when
is
I went
transactional.
and I did Oye Mi Canto, I knew that. Because Kevin Lyles, you know Kevin Lyles.
That's my guy.
Kevin Lyles is my guy too. I love Kevin Lyles. Kevin Lyles let me go. I came to him and I was like, yo, I want to put out this Spanish record. And he was like, you're kidding me. And I'm like, yes, this is going to work. So he's like, N.O.R.E, I've never done this before, but I'm gonna release you for this project. You release 5 songs and that's it. Then you come back and you're gonna deliver a CNN album and you're gonna deliver a N.O.R.E album. I'm like, no problem. I said, so I could go. He said, yes, you could go. That shit got 500 spins. That shit got 1,200 spins. That shit got 1,500 spins. He was like, bring me my record. I was like, do we not remember the call? He acted like this conversation never happened. And you know what? I took the check. I act like it never happened either. I did. We did good business. And to tell you the truth, I know Kev. I'm not sure how Kev and L.A. Reid, because remember L.A. Reid had came in after that pause, and I just wanted to say, you know, I never said this, but you know, L.A. Reid and Kevin Lyles and even Rockefeller for letting me do my thing, because I never signed to Rockefeller. They all put the building behind me. Sam Cresco, I don't forget you.
Crespo.
Claudine Joseph, like all these people was like, yo, we don't know what you're doing, and we don't understand. But it's just like, why we have to follow you. We have to. And now I make sense. Like, back then they was like, come on, man, Puerto Ricans ain't buying records. And I'm like, man, well, they buying concerts.
Wow.
They buying concerts.
They're showing up.
Let's do what Mary does. Like Mary, at the time, this is what we thought. Mary was selling a concert, and when you get the concert, you get her CD. I was like, that's simple. Like, I could sell out almost anywhere, and we just give them the album. But I never got it.
I'll tell you one thing, man. After seeing what I saw in the Garden Friday, I could see why people would want to tap into the Puerto Rican audience.
I'm just telling you.
That love was different, yo.
I'm just telling you. And
Proud people, man.
Different.
And they party. Let me tell you something. They party all, like, you know how they say, you you know, the first time you get high is the best. It's the best, right? Well, there's this one party in Puerto Rico that I went to, and it's like, that's my one time. Like I've been chasing this high. Like I've been trying to go to this because they had a party. I mean, when I tell you, this party was fucking amazing. And I just stood there. And at the time in hip hop, if they didn't have fights, you didn't think the party was good. So I'm sitting there like, no one's fighting. And they're like, no. And they're like, this is how good the party was. I lit a blunt and the police came in and was like, yo, because smoking is frowned upon. So my cousins look at me as I smoked a blunt. They're like, oh my God, papita, you do droga? And I'm like, motherfucker, I've been seeing you sniff coke the whole time. And you calling me the drug? I'm ignoring, no eye contact. Hold on, shit.
They like do a real drug.
They call weed droga. But I'm telling you, so there's nothing like a real tempo party. There's nothing like it.
Listen, you said you love Lyor. Why? And I don't have no problem with Lyor either. Why is Lyor not considered a culture vulture? The people who actually know him. Because to the outside, because of that one Breakfast Club clip that has gone viral so much, where he said he got his family to feed,
right.
Everybody says he's a culture vulture. But why?
Well,
but I hear nothing but artists talk highly of him.
Well, you know, maybe he answered that wrong, but I'll tell you like this. I went to Lyor's birthday party, what it was. You ever seen that picture with all of us on a private plane and we go to LA? Well, it was a benefit. Hove was there. Swiss was there. Everybody was there. Like, so I don't see this culture vulture shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, I know Dame Dash is Dame Dash, and I have nothing bad to say about Dame Dash. You know about that, Charlamagne. You in on the inside. But I don't pause. But I have nothing bad to say about Dame Dash. But I guess that's their two relationship. You know what I mean? And for me to comment on that, even though I'm commenting right now, it's probably, I think, because I personally don't feel like Lyor's a culture vulture. Me personally, like I love the guy. The guy has been there for me. He's been rough to me. He's been tough to me. But overall, he's been a great asset to my life. And so I don't feel that way. I apologize.
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing that to try to get you to say that. I was just like, well, actually, that's why I asked, why do people like you feel like he's not?
Yeah, I don't feel that at all. Like, to tell you the truth, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, Lyor gets that. Like, Lyor taught me mad shit. Like, I'm on time everywhere because of Lyor. Like, to this day, I can't beat Lyor to a meeting. Like, anywhere I'm at, I had a meeting with him at the Polo Bar in LA. Polo Lounge in LA. So the meeting was like 7 o'clock. I got there like 6. He was there having another meeting already. I was like, fuck. So every time I try to beat him, I beat him at the Amalfi Coast, but his boat was right there. So I couldn't consider that. Yeah, I couldn't consider that. So he taught me a lot. He taught me, yo, always have a meeting in a restaurant where you're the man. Because as you walk in, like, just think about it. If I walk in a restaurant and Charlamagne, I'm trying to negotiate with you, and I say what's up to the busboy, I say what's up to the maitre d', I say what's up to the lady that's walking us to the table, I say what's up to the waiter, I say what's up to the owner, I say what's up to the bartender. Everybody, hey. It's kind of hard for you to tell me no. Yeah, just think about it. You're like, yo, this guy's a good guy. He knows the guy taking the glasses off the table. Hey, what's up, Juanito? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, hey, and like, everybody. It's kind of, it throws your guards down.
I read a story once about a guy who used to take people to this one restaurant all the time, right? For that exact reason. But he would also tip the waiter or waitress to get the person's order wrong that he was meeting with. And the reason he would do that is because he wanted to see how that person would act towards the waiter or waitress for getting his order wrong. And based off how he would treat that person, he would determine whether or not he would do business with him.
That's genius. Wow. Now you fucked me up.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Let's do some church announcements, man.
Okay.
Well, let's stop and pay some bills. Today's episode of Brilliant Idiots is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. Have you ever had a craving for that favorite panini you love so much? All you can think about is that perfectly toasted pressed sandwich. So you think about running out to get it, but it's too cold or you're too lazy, so you order delivery instead. And the entire time you're waiting for it, you're envisioning yourself enjoying that melted cheese and warm meat in the comfort of your home, but it never comes. A client of Morgan & Morgan has recently been awarded $1 million after juries affirmed that her injuries from slipping on the ice outside of a Panera Bread were the company's fault. Their client was working as a DoorDash driver when she slipped and fell on an icy walkway outside of the Panera in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So you done cursed this person and cursed Panera and mad that your order didn't come. Meanwhile, she's got a broke left elbow, which led to surgery and hardware being inserted into her arm. Okay, the original settlement offer was $125,000, but Morgan & Morgan fought to get her the $1 million verdict she deserved. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm for a reason. They've been fighting for the people for over 35 years. Hiring the wrong firm can be disastrous. Hiring the right firm can substantially increase your settlement. With Morgan & Morgan, it's easy to get started, and their fee is free unless they win. Visit forthepeople.com/idiots or dial pound law. That's pound 529 from your cell phone. That's forthepeople.com/idiots or click the link in the description below. This is a paid advertisement. Today's episode is also brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings Casino, to be exact. DraftKings Casino has your playbook for gaming action all season long. Play thousands of popular slots for a shot at jackpots. Over $400 million has already been awarded. New players get 500 spins on Huff and More Puff over 10 days. Download the app, use code IDIOTS, and claim your spins after your first $5 wager. Get in the game with DraftKings Casino, home of the largest jackpot win in online casino history. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly, 21 years or older. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only, void in Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins issued is 50 spins per day for 10 days. Valid for featured game only and expire each day after 24 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends October 5th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's get back to the show. All right, church announcements. Show us what we got.
What am I promoting this week? I don't know. I don't have anything to promote this week, to be honest with you.
The Life is still on Netflix.
Oh, Life is still on Netflix. Make sure you go check out Life. Yeah, besides that, I don't know.
N.O.R.E, what you got? Church announcements. This is the part of the show where we tell people what we got going on.
And I just want to reiterate, man, how good your special is, man.
Oh, thank
I watched
you,
it the other day knowing I'm coming here again.
Phenomenal.
And it's better in, I know that's not a word. It's aging gracefully.
Oh, thank you, man.
It's aging gracefully.
We
so
just
what am
found
I?
out we were not nominated for an Emmy.
Oh, fuck the Emmys then.
Yeah.
No, I'm going for an Emmy. My bad, Emmys. No, I'm actually submitting my run footage because big up to my boy Hector from Uptown. I don't know if you know him. He's a Dominican runner from Uptown. He ran 6 marathons. He was huge, and you know he ran 6 marathons. That's like so fucking awesome. And he has a crew called Rue Crew. We run Uptown, and we're fans of them. We're run champs, and us we're good. And so yeah.
Did they tell you
He
why?
won an Emmy.
Oh, you won an Emmy?
He won an Emmy. Hector.
Did they tell you why you don't get nominated?
I was up for your what's called like for Emmy consideration, which means like they're pushing a bunch of things, and then no, they don't tell you why. I mean, like the people at Netflix and the people around me told me why they think, but it is what it is.
Why did they tell you they think?
There's certain politics that go along with this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? But that's to
I
me.
mean, for your consideration is good though.
To me, the Emmy doesn't. Do,
I
like,
told you that though.
I know.
Remember I said that? I said if everything's fair
Yeah.
and there's no politics,
Yeah.
I said it's going to win an Emmy.
Well, it should. Listen, I'm being objective about it. It's the best special. Like
Yeah.
it is the one that should win.
I'm with you.
What's the categories? I mean, I
think
thought it
it's
was
like-
phenomenal, but I don't. What's the category?
I think it's like stand up, or there's also like I think like the Conan O'Brien gets the Mark Twain Award
pull it
thing.
up, Chris. I want to see. I'll say what Schulz can't. Let me see who else. Let me see who's in this category.
You said it was stand up?
It's not just stand up. It's like a live event or something like that. I will.
Is it best of live? Let me see. What was it? What was it up for?
Outstanding variety special pre-recorded. No.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so what's in that category? Who is it?
I'll tell you. It's Adam Sandler's Love You, Ali Wong's Single Lady, Bill Burr's Drop Dead Years, Conan O'Brien Mark Twain Prize, Sarah Silverman Postmortem, and your friend Nate Bargatze.
Yeah, there's no way Andrew Schulz the Life shouldn't have been nominated. I know people gonna say I'm biased, but there's just
Wait,
no.
it's called The Life? I didn't even know that. I just called it Andrew Schulz. Damn, my bad. I didn't even know it had a name. That's what it goes.
No, look, if you want to go off numbers,
I brag about you though, right?
I appreciate you.
I
Same,
brag about
same
you.
to you. But
Because-
yeah, but But I think the thing for me is like maybe if it wins, more people get to see it. But in terms of like the amount, like it was top 10 in like 16 different countries.
It was the number one stand up in the country.
Number one stand up, number two in all shows. And also like a lot of people get that spot and then they fall away in a day. This was for 2 weeks. So like rarely ever happens with stand up. So like in terms of numbers and people see it, nobody's really competing with it.
More importantly, it's great.
But that's the thing that matters.
Let's talk about that.
That's real.
That's the thing. To me, I'm proud of it. The people that watch it, I think they got a lot out of it, and I think it flexed like the muscle that I want.
It's one of those specials that I think what it means more than an award.
I respect
You know
that.
what I mean? When the amount of people who hit me up that say, "Yo, tell Andrew thank you because me and my wife went through this," or women that hit me up and say, "Yo, I went through that," blah blah blah. I think stuff like that means more than winning an award.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, that's what I'll say to make my friend feel better.
Thank you very much.
Well, no, I do feel that way. Though. I really
My
mean
feeling
it.
was like if it does get that notoriety, it's like validating, but it's also like more people maybe get to see it, and then more people have that positive impact. And like I make it so the most people can see it. That's why I'm doing something like that. So they will continue to see it. More people continue to watch it. I don't think this is a thing that like goes away after a year. Like I think this is going to have relevancy as long as people are going through that kind of experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which will just
Yeah.
continue. And so yeah, like, who knows what happens, but
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why that's such a great point. There are sadly going to be people who are going to be going through IVF and not getting pregnant.
yeah.
When they're dealing with that grief, put on the life.
And that
And then now you laughing.
That's
You're
the
laughing at
validating
somebody
part.
else's pain, but also laughing at your pain
and
at the same
processing
time.
yours. Yeah. No,
Absolutely.
that's a validating part. Like, listen, it's obviously great to be like recognized for something you work hard at, but I've never been one to like define my success by like what an award show says. And I think you get like it's people I think get addicted to that, especially when they don't have like the outside success. Like I think if nobody came out to my shows, winning the award would be really validating because it's like you just want to know you made something good.
Right.
But like my dreams were to do these venues, to do Madison Square Garden, to like perform in arenas around the world, and this allowed me to do that. And then when we put it out, people saw it. It's like this would have been like some sprinkles on top, but it's not going to define it.
Church announcements. I want everybody to know, and please put this on the screen because I forgot to bring a copy of the book with me. But currently right now in bookstores, we got a lot of books out right now, but Don Staley, Uncommon Favor is in stores right now. No Holds Barred by Mandy and Wheezy is in bookstores right now. Cheryl McKissack, The Black Family Who Built America is in bookstores right now, all courtesy of my book imprint, Black Privilege Publishing. But on March 3rd, yes, on March 3rd, 2026, we will be releasing the first book from my guy, 2 Chainz.
Look at the screen.
Oh, shit. Yes, 2 Chainz, The Voice in Your Head is God, okay? 2 Chainz debut memoir, The Voice in Your Head is God, is coming out on my book imprint, Black Privilege Publishing with Simon & Schuster. 2 Chainz is going to be talking about his personal and professional journey, and he's going to be sharing spiritual breakthroughs and lessons learned on this whole process of life that he's been on, okay? So, the press release says the book will focus on 2 Chainz' transition from a tumultuous relationship with hustling to a healthier creative outlet in music, with artists like Lil Wayne and Ludacris playing significant roles in his journey. It says Black Privilege Publishing founder Charlamagne the God described 2 Chainz' story as one of perseverance and reinvention, emphasizing the importance of following one's intuition and reinventing oneself when necessary. 2 Chainz aims to inspire individuals with dreams and visions who may struggle or doubt their intuition, highlighting the role of inner voices in his own success, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz. Man, let me tell you how God works, right? I've been a fan of 2 Chainz for a long time, just from the musical, aspect. Even when I used to love Duffel Bag Boys. That second Duffel Bag Boys album, that's one of my favorite albums ever. Like that album is phenomenal. And I just was always a fan of his music back then when he was Titty Boy. And then he became 2 Chainz, and I was still a fan of his music. And just the organic support that people show each other always comes back, right? So for example, I think the first show the Breakfast Club ever did, like the first like concert we ever had, that was like a Breakfast Club concert, 2 Chainz came and performed. This was 2000, man, maybe 11?
Yeah.
Maybe 12. I think it might have been 2011. And you know, you fast forward, you know, you've always supported each other. Just you know, just salute. Like, he's a great artist, right? But then I got into the Crystal game because of 2 Chainz. I got into the franchise game because of 2 Chainz. Because Crystal, 2 Chainz is the what's his exact title at Crystal? The first ever head of creative marketing. And so I was looking at Duval one year at Duval Day, and Duval had all them little Crystal burgers. You know, down south, we got Crystal. Y'all got White Castle up here. So I was like, damn, Crystal, I ain't seen that in a while. So I hit Duval like, yo, where you get them Crystal burgers from? He said, man, you know 2 Chainz, fuck with Crystal, blah, 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 this and that. So I hit up Technique, and I was like, yo, what's the play on the Crystal? And he was just like, yeah, man, you know, we had a creative marketing, blah, blah, blah. There's franchising opportunities. Man, Tech and 2 Chainz plugged me right in with my man, Jonathan. And that's how me and my wife got into the franchising game.
That's fire.
So it's just like, it's things like that, you know what I mean? And then, you know, 2 Chainz wants to write a book. That's a no-brainer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's make that happen. So the organic support that people show each other always, to me, pays off. Like, you know, every time, people are always looking for some type of monetary, you know, compensation just to support somebody. Yeah. If you like something, tell them. That's y'all problem. Y'all motherfuckers ain't got no problem hating on people. Y'all ain't got no problem slandering people. Y'all ain't got no problem talking negative about motherfuckers. So when you like somebody, and you know, tell them, because you never know how that shit is going to, you know, play out over the years. So make sure on March 3rd, 2006, you go out there and pick up 2 Chainz book, The Voice in Your Head is God. You can pre-order it now wherever you buy books.
And that's dope of 2 Chainz to be able to make that pivot and be a creative director for Crystals. Like, where does that even come from? And then look at that.
Shit, he's already a creative. And then if you're a creative and you can think of, you know, innovative ways to sell dope, if you can think of innovative ways to sell music, you can definitely think of innovative ways to sell hamburgers. Yeah. it ain't that difficult.
And while we talking about books, I got a book with Simon & Schuster dropping.
Yes, you do.
With Charles Suit.
Salute to Chuck.
Man, I'm on my last chapter, and I'm gonna tell the people, I'm so glad I didn't drop the book early. I had to go back and read the book, right? And I was so bitter. I wrote this in a bitter state of mind. And had that book came out,
it would have been angry, and
it would have been the best, because the controversy.
Bitter. When I haven't seen him bitter. I've never seen you bitter.
Prodigy had wrote his book, and I kind of wanted to make a response, and I went too far. So I take the.
I was 12 years ago.
Yeah, I've been writing the book for 13. I've been writing the book for 13 years.
Okay.
And the guy Brian is an amazing guy. He used to work for Hip Hop Game. So I say to him, yo, listen. He happens to be a runner. So I say to him, listen, you're gonna read me the book on all of these runs. We go on it. So he reads me the book, and predominantly he's reading me the new parts. He's reading the new version of me. So then I go, all right, cool. We're gonna go to Equinox and we're gonna jog again to read the rest. Oh my God. When I heard what I was saying, I was like, that was me? He was like, N.O.R.E, I have your voice.
You know what's so funny? N.O.R.E was the first rapper I saw get mad because somebody said he actually shot somebody. Somebody actually said you were who you said you were.
I don't want none of that shit. Like, I'm really, let me tell you who I am. I'm really a positive individual. I'm really, like, who I was, you can't help hold me to that standard. Who I was or what I did in the past. Like, we have to accept people's growth.
Absolutely.
And I have grown so much. I'm here with my grandchild. You know what I mean? Like, I've done so much where, and I've gave so much to the game that I don't want to dwell on any negativity. Like, negativity.
You got some great negative moments, though.
I got some great negative moments, but
cheers to that.
But guess
cheers
what?
To that.
Nas has never been in a fist fight in his life.
Gotta ask you, you know what I'm saying? Nas called you out on a radio station up New York, you know what I'm saying? How you feel about that? Because y'all supposed to be homies.
Well, Nas never had a fight in his life. Nah, fuck him up.
And I know that we love Nas. That's my second favorite rapper of all time.
That's my
third favorite rapper of all time. Love Nas to death.
I just seen Nas the
how
other
he
day.
grow. But that was a great. Y'all going back and forth on Power 105 was fantastic.
Well, he never went back.
I throw a flower pot at your head.
No, I never said that. That's you making that up. Nah, you ain't
You
getting
did
me with
say you
that.
was gonna throw a flower pot at somebody.
I never did. Nope,
Yes,
nope.
you did.
No, I never said that.
I don't know if it was
that's
Nas.
the rumors that was said, but I've never said
What
that.
did you say?
I've never said nothing.
This is the Mandela effect then, because I swear
Yeah.
I heard you say it.
No, you heard that in the rumor. You didn't hear me say it, and you didn't hear no one say it. That was the rumor.
That you threw a flower pot at somebody's head.
That was the rumor, but it was that. Hey. let's leave it. I see it. You ain't got to bring it up. I see it. Yeah.
Bring it up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Nas has never had a fist fight in his life.
Yeah.
But
Hold on.
Yeah, so
let's not dwell on that negativity.
I thought we had
Nas.
the flower pot.
no, hell no.
What elegant establishment were you guys beefing at that had flower pots everywhere?
Ironically, it was a party.
Oh.
It was a party, but no,
It never happened.
nothing ever happened. Nothing ever happened. That was a moment. Me responding to him, and I'm gonna tell you why that moment. You could see the frustration in my eyes was because I was on tour. So after Nas had said that, I was on tour, and I had to hit a 30-city market. This is the biggest artist on the planet. I had to answer that every single time. So I would go on, and I don't take interviews if a person say, yo, don't talk about this. You know what I mean? So I had to literally say to people, yo, don't bring that up or whatever. But this was the last interview. I believe it was in Philadelphia. I'm not sure. And we forgot to say that. So it was like the very first thing, and I'm like, so, when I look at that, do I regret it? Fuck yeah. This is my
What
friend.
did he say? What did Nas say?
He said I stepped my rap game up, right?
He
was mad
with power.
I brought up names like, Cam, Nelly. Cameron, because he had a hot single. The album to me is garbage, and that's how I feel. Rappers are scared to talk about these things, and the radio stations get paid to play these records over and over. The album's garbage. I'm saying step up your pen game. Noriega, I like N.O.R.E, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like he's really not taking this game serious enough. He's more talented than that. Who am I to decide? Who am I to say something? I'm a human being with opinion. Nelly, he made remarks about KRS-One. To me, it's outrageous. I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't know what's got into me. But one thing is I love the music too much, and I'll try to stay real to it.
And the irony of that is I was on Hot 97 bigging him up.
Ooh.
At the same time, he was on Power 105.
Criticizing.
Oh, he went at everybody. But the good thing about Nas is he's such a man's man.
I fuck with Nas.
He's such a man's man. Let me just tell you.
People don't talk about, they don't give Nas enough credit as to that point of being just a human, a good human.
So I couldn't hold my composure. This is my favorite artist in the world. He's dissing me.
Yeah.
He dissed me once. I didn't know how to calm down, homie.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to, in Spanish we say, cámate.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to cámate, right? So I kept going. After that interview, I kept going. There was more bad shit that I was saying. And Nas, like the gentleman and the man that he is, he said, N.O.R.E can say whatever he wants. Because I should have never said nothing bad about him.
Wow.
That's real though.
That was like reverse racism. Because guess what I did? I said nothing from that. I was like, wait a minute. That was too smart. That was too smart. And I was dumb at the time. Nas actually apologized to me.
Wow.
But I was like, I wanted the apology to be public.
Because of the
And
ego.
I didn't know, I was so young and stupid. I didn't know how to be like, yo, son, can you say that? You know what I mean? So, when he got on Drink Champs, he was like, yo, why didn't we bring that up? And I was like, son, I don't want to remember.
Nah, it's like certain things you gotta do, N.O.R.E, just to have that moment
Closure?
in time, right? Because all of this stuff was public.
Yeah, but me and him really squashed it privately. He invited me to his crib in the Bahamas. I went out there. We worked on a Mass Appeal project that I don't know if it ever came out. We are
Was it an album or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is secret. I don't know. But we worked on some shit. He's one of the best people. I went to his restaurant the other day and I just texted him the flyer. I texted him the menu, and he just popped up. Like, like that. You know how that is for my Run Champs family who's sitting around and they're hurting themselves. They're running 10 miles with me and 7 miles with me and they blisters and they don't want to complain about it because I'm not complaining about it. And then they sit there and they get to meet their fucking favorite rapper having a dinner.
Nas
you know what I mean?
got like
it's so
he got
beautiful.
an aura. You know what I'm saying? Like certain rappers are mythical. Like when I talk to people like N.O.R.E, N.O.R.E's a mythical rapper, but when N.O.R.E talks to me about Pun or N.O.R.E talks to me about Biggie, I don't know them. I never met them. They sound like you talking about Greek mythology, Greek figures from, you know,
they are.
But we still have some of those alive today.
Right.
Snoop Dogg.
Nas is one of
them.
Yes.
Hove. Like, they walk in the room, you like, yo,
like
that's Nas, right? And the fact that he's grown and evolved so gracefully, the investments he's made, Coinbase, Ring, Nas is caked the
Mass
fuck
appeal.
up. Mass appeal.
Mass appeal.
Catch.
Ring, and he got Ring. You got Ring too. Yep.
Catch is the restaurant.
I believe, so, but he has Kodak. That's my favorite restaurant right now. It's fried chicken and caviar.
Kim's restaurant?
Who?
Simon Kim.
Oh, I don't know. I know he's down with them or something like that. It's called Coco Deck. It's fried chicken and caviar.
It's Korean fried chicken.
He gave me the best compliment.
The guy
in
who
the
owns
world.
Coat.
He's down with them. He's down with them. Yeah, he's down with them.
Both
He's
restaurants
part of the investment group for the casino in Queens.
So he says to me, yo, when I don't know if he said when he invested or when he got down with this, he said, yo, fried chicken and caviar, that's so you. And I was like, yes. Because, I'm hood and I'm OG too. Like, I'm a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. Yes, I eat caviar. Beluga raw, too.
It's so crazy. I don't know. I was about to make a statement. I was about to say, man, N.O.R.E, the best thing that ever happened to you was the podcast. But I feel like it's steps, right? You had to get the record deal. You and Capone had to get on.
Absolutely.
And then you had to go solo.
Nothing happens without the War Report.
Nothing happens without the War Report. But the N.O.R.E is celebrating what, 27 years?
27 years, man. That's crazy,
Just came out like a couple, what was the release date? It was recently.
And you know what's crazy? I think it's July 8th. You know what's crazy? You know how I celebrated it? Running miles.
That's dope.
I didn't, because now I'm changing my celebration routine. Like, I don't want to always have to celebrate with drinks and smoking and all that. So now I changed my celebration, and now sometimes I celebrate with water and jogging miles. I went to an 86-year-old birthday the other day.
Whose birthday?
It's this guy. He has no idea who I am.
Yeah.
I see him every morning jogging. And so he asked me, he says, hey, man, you guys, can y'all come to my birthday party? And there's 3 of us, me, Mitch, and Los. I'm like, of course. And he's like, it's at 7:30 in the morning. I'm like, I've never been to a party. It's 7:30. I have to go. You cannot say no to 7:30 in the morning after you run at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So I go there and I bring him up a case of Ace. I know he doesn't know what Ace is.
Yeah.
So he's sitting there and then he has like 3 or 4 black friends. And they're looking, and here's what's crazy. He's gonna see this and he's gonna bug out. So every morning around 4, 5, or 6, we jog, right? Yeah. So we see these people on the boardwalk. We don't know who they are.
Yeah.
But we name them.
Right.
So we were like, it's the Sandman. This is a guy, he only stays on the sand. Yeah. So we name him the Sandman. So there's a lady, we name her the bike lady, right? Then there's an army guy. We don't really know he's in the army or not, but he goes like this, hey, and we go, army guy, right? So we got all of these names. He's the only one that we named. We said, that's George Steinbrenner. We never knew his name. We never knew. He invites us to a party. It's our first time getting personal with these people that we see every morning who knows nothing of who I am. It's so much refreshing.
Yeah.
You know, when you meet people and they're like, hey, let me get a selfie. Yeah. And then you meet somebody that's like, hey, how you doing? Yeah. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
There's still humans in the world.
Yeah.
Right? So we named him George Steinbrenner. We go to the party, me, Los, and Mitch. And his name is actually George. No, we're like, yo. So we're like, yo, George. And they called him George. And then I seen this. It was 3 black people. And they're like, yo, do you realize You have Noriega in your 86th birthday party.
How old are the black people?
They were older. They were like in their 50s, but they were young enough to still know who I am.
To your music, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes. They didn't say hi to me. They were nervous. They didn't say hi to me, so I just let them stay nervous. I was like, no, I'm not going to give you other privilege.
Yeah.
This is everybody's on the same level right here.
Man, the funny thing about N.O.R.E. is one of the greatest storytellers ever, yo. I always say the three greatest storytellers in hip hop is N.O.R.E., Fat Joe, and Irv Gotti. God bless the dead.
God bless the dead. But,
three greatest storytellers in hip hop, bar none.
But I bring up that story to say that whole time I partied with him and I drank water and no one knew that. Everyone was like, oh, they drank my Ace of Spades, obviously. I mean, who would, right? But I still did. I drank, and I noticed I can do this. Like I can go to a party and just chill and enjoy other people.
So what did you? I want to know that. So what did you change about the book?
No, I took my bitterness out, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Really?
Yeah, because
you got a different perspective of everything.
I didn't
now.
realize how. Like I don't want to say I was bitter, but I didn't realize how much of the game I didn't play at that time. Like meaning
you were too reactionary.
Yeah, I was to a certain extent, I was sensitive.
Yeah.
Like if someone say something about like for instance, you know, when you just brought up Pusha T, like that headline when Pusha T came at me, it's like a Pusha T. That was a different headline, but one of the headlines it said Pusha T checks N.O.R.E. I would have, back in the days, I would have just looked at that line and be like, oh my God, I'm going to Virginia right now. I'd have been like, but I gotta understand, Pusha T and me have a relationship. We're family.
Yeah.
Like if these words are mistaken or is taken the wrong way, it's nothing. Like for me, it's nothing for me to say, yo, my bad, if that's the case. Yeah. You know what I mean? This is my family. Like this is, and I'm not the clickbait person. I'm not that guy. So it's easy for me to actually say that right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Fat Joe said it the other day on his show. He was like, yo, there's nothing that N.O.R.E. can say to turn him against me. And that's the vice versa. Like I have to actually grow with time and say, you know what? These are my friends. And because, you know, I used to be like, yo, these rappers are not your friends. You know what I mean? Some of them are. Some of them I go to your weddings. Some of them is at my baby's christening. And some of them, like, yeah, they are. There is some good rap friends. There is, man. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of them. So that's what it is. It's like I have to grow. I can't be this same person that you are. And I have to expand. You know what I mean? Like right now, I went to Peloton, all right? Fuck is N.O.R.E. doing in Peloton, right? He's saying that, right? I was so comfortable in that space. Like, I'm so comfortable in a space where I'm not supposed to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Who said you're not supposed to be comfortable, though? It all makes sense to me.
It makes because you're brilliant. You know, it makes sense to you because you're smart. Most people be like, yo, why is he at the Peloton place? And I had an awesome time. I still with the people who run the marathon, and they're sitting there, and I realized I have to start hanging out with these people.
Sure.
I can't be around.
I know.
Yeah.
Don't say it in front of Don't say it in front of Andrew.
Yeah, it's just,
I know.
I can't be around.
I know.
I have to be around.
I know.
I have to be around people who think like me.
Yes.
Who act like me and who apply it. Like I can't no longer.
Yes.
I can't. It's like, oh my God. Like I have to wake up in the morning and get to it. Like this is something, I have to complete this. I don't have to compete. I have to complete.
I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
That's why, listen, but that's why I said N.O.R.E. to me.
Right.
Nothing happens with the War Report, but the podcast is probably the greatest thing to happen to N.O.R.E. And I'll tell you why. N.O.R.E. is a phenomenal storyteller. We already say one of the best storytellers ever. You have allowed people for the last decade, because Drink Champs has been around for a decade.
It's 9 years. We'll be 10 years this year.
To be able to tell their story.
Yes.
Do you understand like the catalog that you have? You know how many people nobody would even care?
Yes. You know that's the thing. Thank you, by the way. But let me just tell you, that's the biggest like phone calls I get is when, you know, I can look at an artist, right? And I'm not gonna say who, because I don't want to blow nobody up. But I went to a party one day and I looked at the artist and I was just like, he got nothing going on. Like he's just here. And I walked up to him and I said, yo, you want to do the show? And he goes, yeah. And I put him on the show. He flies out to Miami And he calls me and says, this is the reason why I don't want to blow up the artist. And he calls me, he's like, yo, I got 7 shows since I did this. And I'm like, what?
See what I'm saying?
And he's like, yo, I got 7 shows. I got 2 interviews. I got this and this and that. And he's like, yo, so what do I owe you? And I said, you already did it, brother. What you just did was payment. You let me know my shit works, pause. You know what I'm saying? You let me know that my magic wand, when I go like that, ring. And I've done it to so many people. Like it was another group, it was a group, so you could figure this out. And they were like, yo, they paying my quota again. Like, you know, they've been trying to pay me 40 grand for and now I'm back to that 70. Yeah. And I'm like, yo. And then they always offer me. I will give that. They always offer me, and I'm like, I am not payola guy.
Good for you.
I am not. Your phone call telling me that
that's payment enough.
Is enough.
There's an interesting thing that you were talking about, which is like the sensitivity in the early days, and I think that a lot of times it's not what somebody says
I ain't gonna
to
lie, you
us.
mad, Harry, man.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
I do have a lot of armpit hair.
Like Chewbacca was talking to me. And then you had the nerve to go like this. Like, put your shit down.
Man, you want to know what's so funny?
You don't have that privilege to go like this.
No, you know what's so funny about that? I'm in the barbershop earlier. I'm in the barbershop earlier. You know what's on the TV? N.O.R.E. interviewing Max B. N.O.R.E. got the tank top on.
Right.
And somebody goes, yo, N.O.R.E. underarms mad hairy.
Yo, don't project.
That happened today.
Don't project on
that
me, bro.
happened today.
Don't project yourself.
I'm not gonna lie. You made me want to shave. Like, I'm like, do I look like that?
Yo, that happened today.
Yo, I swear to God. No, he's right. He's right. And I do shave. But you made me
We're supposed to be hairy, bro.
Your shit.
We're supposed to be hairy. That's how God made us.
Your shit just now, I was like, wait a minute.
Anyway, what I'm trying to make is like the shit that people say about us. A lot of times, salud.
No, that's yours.
This one is mine, right? Okay. Cheers. A lot of times the shit that people say about us, it's like we wouldn't even care that much if there wasn't a reaction. A lot of times we're reacting to the schoolyard reaction.
Yes.
So like if Nas said some shit to you directly in front of nobody, you might take it and be like, all right, let me listen to that criticism and see if I can do whatever. But the fact that people are reacting makes us go, oh, my reputation is online. Not just you. I think we all do this.
Yeah.
But I think what happens is like once you get some more success and you feel confident and self-actualized in what you've achieved, the criticism means less because we're less insecure. Like we're less dependent on what the public thinks about
Can't nobody tell me about me.
Thank you.
Right.
Like, why would I ever get online, see something about me, and get upset if I know it's some bullshit?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like how?
Exactly.
Now, I used to be like that, though.
We all did.
Yeah, I used to. And then I realized.
You're a millionaire.
Yeah, not only that, but I realized, you know, I give props. I want to give props to somebody. One time, this guy online was just chastising me. Chastising. I couldn't get at him. It wasn't nothing like that anyway. But Angela Yee called me. And she was like,
hold on. Just hold on.
No, it was like, I couldn't get at him. I couldn't get at him.
But it wasn't really
Plan B was.
I was reaching for flower pots. I couldn't find shit.
so, and Angela Yee, she gave me some of the best advice ever. I was so in tune with, by the way, I'm the Twitter head.
Yeah.
Like, I actually love Twitter, and I love Black Twitter. That's a different Twitter. I don't know if Andrew, you don't got Black Twitter.
Oh,
but
I'm aware of it.
You're aware of it? Yes, it's around. So I'm on Black Twitter, and Angela Yee gave me one of the best advice in the world. She called me one day, and I was like, yeah, you know, I'm dealing with this. And she's like, what are you dealing with? And I told her, she was like, dude, no one cares about that shit. And I'm like, what? She's like, yo, do me a favor. Wherever you at, walk across the street and then walk back and tell me how many people ask you about that. And I just did it. I walked across the street and people wanted selfies. People wanted, to talk to me. Then I walked back across the street, same exact thing. No one brought up this subject that was happening on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking this is the world. You know what I mean? I was so invested into positivity. I was so invested, and I was so invested to this critique of a person that was critiquing me, and I didn't realize this person doesn't even kind of matter.
None of them matter.
Like, it kind of, and it had me change my outlook on everything. You know what I mean?
I listen, man. I love it. I remember N.O.R.E. coming on Breakfast Club and N.O.R.E. saying, "I want to be the black." Who was it? Gordon Ramsay or Guy Fieri?
No, Guy Fieri. Yeah, Guy Fieri. Yeah. No, it was actually Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain. I'm sorry.
Anthony Bourdain.
And I'm just like, that makes too much sense. On the run eating.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
That, by the way, that was one of the best times of my life. It was I went on a food show like tour.
Yeah.
And there's no beef in food.
It's real beef.
Yeah, beef.
Real beef.
I don't eat beef, so I give it to my friend Sonny D or Ching Bing or Mike Booth or Young Willie. But yeah, so like there's so much.
I'm bringing this up to show how blessed you are. I've seen N.O.R.E. say things.
Right.
And it's like he speaks it into fruition.
Yeah.
I want to be the black Anthony Bourdain.
Right.
Oh shit. Let's take that out the interview.
Yeah.
Let's go try to make that happen.
Try to make that happen.
We stole that show like 3 times.
Yep.
Right.
I had fun. Big up to Complex.
Complex finally bought it.
They Complex
I
bought it.
think MTV or somebody bought it first.
MTV bought it first. I believe Complex bought it from them.
And so that evolves into N.O.R.E. going on these interview runs, and eventually, I'm gonna start the podcast.
Yeah.
I think it was Tax told you to start the podcast, right?
Yeah, well, Tax was one of them. I did Tax podcast, and then I remember
because you was doing Breakfast Club every Easter.
I was doing Breakfast Club every Easter.
Nor'easter.
And I remember it was so crazy that I went to Canada, and this is the reason why I think I started the podcast. I got it for you, right? I think I started the podcast. I walked through the airport, and a guy, you could tell he was French. He just said Breakfast Club, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, all the shit I did in my life. I got 5 gold albums and 1 platinum album, and you only know me for the Breakfast Club? And he was like, Breakfast Club. And I was like, damn.
But those interviews was legendary.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I took critique.
Not critique. You saw it as data.
No, I was like, yo, wait a minute. He's right.
People see
He probably
me.
just know me through this. So what happens if I like start my own shit? And then it's so dope that years later we got drink champs.
But I remember everybody saying N.O.R.E. should do a podcast.
Yes.
Because of the Breakfast Club Easter interviews.
Yep.
That Tax interview was big. The Combat Jack.
That's
God
my
bless
man.
the dead.
God bless the dead.
And when you started it, look how big that shit has gotten.
Yep.
Now you got a book coming out. You got a Drink Champs Network.
Yes.
It's like everything I've seen N.O.R.E. speak to fruition. I'm saying all that to say,
thank you.
Angela Yee was right.
Yes.
Because you are blessed. So who gives a fuck what somebody got to say?
Yes, thank you. That was not.
That's why I'm bringing it all
just
around.
after that, yeah.
Let's do some Asking Idiots, man.
Okay, let's
and
go.
get N.O. out of here. We got any Asking Idiots for N.O.R.E.? This is a segment of the show we do called Asking Idiots, where people send in questions.
I'm in. We'll do a shot first?
Yeah, let's go.
I like that you like sake.
Come on, bro.
Okay. Worst gift you ever received, N.O.R.E.? The wise runner wants to know. Worst gift you've ever received.
All right. I want to say this very, very carefully. My friend Sonny D, B.E.T., he's a very, very proud Haitian. I mean, if you cut him, I believe he would bleed Haiti.
Right.
Every year, he buys me the most horrible gifts for my birthday. And I had to tell him, can you bow out of this game?
Yeah.
Like, don't buy me the cologne that you wear. Like, I don't want to smell like you. That's weird. Like, we're in the elevator and everyone smells the same. Like, what the hell? But he bought me, and now, Haiti, I love you. This is no shade to Haiti. But he bought me these Haitian slippers. And when I tell you, they had to be $3.
Yeah.
Because it's like I put on cement.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the Haiti flag. It was the actual, it was so cheap.
Yeah.
Like he gave no thought to my gift.
Yeah.
And I just said, please, sir, Never again. I feel like this is offensive at this point. Like you're not trying to be my friend. You're trying to lose this relationship, and I would like for us to stop. Like, so I beg him not to give me gifts, but that's the worst gift I ever had. And I tried to put him on. Because it's, it's respect when somebody gives you a gift, happy birthday. You're like, thank you. And then you open it up and it's something you don't want. You're like, you would still be like, oh, word. Yep. And I tried to put him on. I was like, I can't do this, man. Like, I don't even want to lie to you. This is not good.
What about you, Schulz? Worst gift you've ever gotten?
Mark Gagnon got me for my wedding a bottle of Lenny Kravitz edition Dom Perignon.
Lenny Kravitz had a Dom Perignon?
That's what I said.
This sounds remarkable. What was it?
Just champagne, but Lenny Kravitz. Like, I don't know what Lenny Kravitz got to do with champagne.
I didn't know he had one.
If he drinks, but it was just the most thoughtless gift I've ever seen. And he's
Why was it thoughtless?
I would have loved that gift. I got Haitian slippers, guy. Steve meant Haitian slippers.
Mark could have loved it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was a horrible gift.
I've never gotten a terrible gift. I was raised Jehovah's Witness, so I appreciate
Any
every
gift you get
goddamn
is
gift
good?
I've gotten because all my gifts came in my adult life. So thank you.
Ja Rule was that, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Well.
Absolutely. Let's do one more. Breshna Bowie says, do you think people are born kind or learn to be kind? This is an interesting question.
That's an interesting question.
And the reason I think it's interesting is because when you were talking about Fat Joe earlier and you talking about Pun them, I didn't meet Pun, God bless his dead. I heard the stories. But Fat Joe was probably one of the nicest people.
Now.
He wasn't always nice?
No.
Oh, see, I don't know. Like, and everybody loves Joe. Like when I see him, he's so respectful to people. He treats everybody with kindness. But it's usually those guys that'll hurt you.
Yeah, I mean, let me just tell you something. 1,000,000%. If you see a person that smiles and their smile is genuine, they've been through some shit. Mm-hmm. Especially if he's from the neighborhood. That's the person whose peace I do not want to disturb. Like if you smile and I can believe your smile, and you're from where you're supposed to be from, oh, you know what? I'll give you your space. Like the baby, I've never seen the baby do anything gangster. I've never seen the baby, whatever. But he smiles too good.
Oh, he's been through some shit.
He's been through some shit.
He's been through some shit.
Like that smile, that is like, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that I got over this.
Yeah.
That smile, I know that smile. That smile, I looked at the baby and I was like, he's not for somebody to play with.
But Joe, y'all are the nicest guys. I feel like even back then when y'all was putting hands on people, y'all was still nice.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure.
You said in a rap, you never blaze when you see babies.
Yes.
Like, shit, you had principles.
Yes, principles and respect is two different things. I have principles.
Oh, you didn't smoke around babies.
Oh, I thought you were talking about shooting.
Yeah. But I tell you this, man. I praise God for who Fat Joe is. I praise God for who Styles P is.
Oh my God!
Like, let me just tell you
story
something
about Styles.
Styles, let me tell you something, bro. Styles used to walk in a room like I kid you not. He used to just walk in the room like I could tell he was looking who's the biggest person to fight. Wow. Like that serious. Stop. Veganism save Styles. Like, I'm just be honest with you. We need him off the meat forever. Pause. I mean, come on, guys. Yeah. But like I remember like Styles was that guy. Oh shit.
Sorry, bro.
More foot and all that.
Get him some Haitian
I got
slippers.
2 cups.
Please.
You did not forget you white. I respect that. You the guy that walks into the bathroom in first class with no shoes on.
I've done that.
You've done that?
100%.
That's some real white people shit. Yo, I be looking when I see my neighbor.
My neighbor
in first class,
and
then he walks in, and I'm like, yo, oh my God, man, you don't want to put on a shoe? And he's like, nah, I'm okay, guy. And they're just walking in. It's the craziest shit to a black person that you walk in the
that's
bathroom without shoes
The
on.
airport plane? Oh.
No, I'm talking about the airplane.
That's what I'm saying, the airplane
Yeah, and you
bathroom?
know,
Ugh.
and you know you don't aim correctly when you go to the
Never.
airplane plane. You don't give a fuck about the next person.
I don't even aim, bro. I just
don't
pull
aim.
my shit out and spray. I don't give a
What were we
fuck.
talking about before
So
that?
you think
Nice,
people are
nice.
born kind or learn to be kind?
I believe you learn to be kind. I believe I'm kind right now. I believe I respect people. I don't want anybody to come in my lane. My lane has no traffic. I'm not going in anybody else's lane. I would like to stay in mine. I don't care about what's popping. I'm going to make what's popping. So I believe that if you're a kind person, you taught yourself to be kind because I believe that you come out a decent human, but the world makes you an asshole.
Right, so you're born kind.
Okay,
Your grandson's kind.
Okay, yes.
Right now.
Yes.
What
Yes.
the world will impact
Society
him at a
might
certain
impact him.
time,
Yeah, his
and then
environment
he'll
might
have to
impact him.
regain
Oh,
that.
okay, that's what it says. It's
Yeah.
born kind. Okay.
Yeah.
All
You're dyslexic.
But I still think you learn because you born kind, yes. But then you go out of that,
Sure.
and then you have to reiterate that.
You
in
don't
your
have to
life.
grow out of it though. It depends what environment you're in. It depends what society teaches you, what learned behaviors you acquire.
No, school is going to get you out of that. School, I don't give a fuck what you go through. Everybody has a bully, or everybody should have a bully. I'm just being honest. I had a bully. I became a bully. Got bullied again. Became a bully. Like everyone has to go. I'm mad at these kids who don't have bullies. Like I'm mad. Like why? Yo, you didn't get punched in your face yet? Like no one did nothing to you. You mean you came home with your lunch money every day? Like
Imagine grandfather N.O.R.E. at the school. Your son has never been punched in the face. Okay.
Yes, oh yeah, I don't want my kids to go through it, but I'm just saying. I see people, I'm like, damn, you guys have never been through nothing. And by the way, I kind of respect the new generation. You know what I mean? I kind of fought it for some time, and I was like, hey, like being the old guy that you is. But now I'm like, I'm listening to Boss Man D-Lo. I'm glow-rilled out.
Yeah, we can appreciate that stuff. Hey,
Yeah.
you got to let the youngins be the youngins. The same way same way we were allowed to be young and say wild, reckless shit and fuck up. It's just like, yo, let them do the same thing, yo.
Mm-hmm. I love it now. I'm embracing it. Now people, I won't have them on the podcast, right?
But if they get 10 years, then you do.
If they got 10 years.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because
You've been breaking that rule lately, though.
I broke it a little bit.
Who? With whom?
The baby was one, I remember.
The baby was one. He got 10 in though.
Did he?
Yeah, he got 10.
Oh, from when he
Yeah,
independent.
yeah. So we got Denzel Curry coming up. But the reason why is, and I play in the record labels. They have no more artist development.
None.
They have nothing. So I remember me going to an interview and the record label saying, well, look, these are the questions they're going to ask you. And you prepare yourself. So you're like, all right, cool. Boom. That doesn't exist no more. So with these new artists, a lot of them, they high, and I'm not saying all of them, but some of them, and they give you these 2-word answers. Word.
Yeah,
So
it's like, do you want to promote your album or not, dude?
Yo, bro, let me just tell you something. I not only have more success than you, but I'm platinum.
Word up.
You can't take my platinum shit away. You can't take my gold shit away. When you enter my house, those are the first things you do, because I want you to know. When you walking into a platinum motherfucker's house.
Yeah.
You understand?
But we got to an era where people didn't realize how personality driven the game was gonna get.
This is what's crazy. Like, so that's the reason why I don't take new artists, is because if they come up there and, Mike Kaiser calls me, or, what I'm saying, Julie Greenwald, and they say, hey man, we got, No Shoes McGee that's gonna come, you know what I'm saying? And we know, like, hook us up. No Shoes McGee, we're gonna say, yo, you know what? This is the one time that you did a new guy. I said, all right, cool. Then No Shoes McGee comes up, and he's the shit. Because everyone thinks they the shit while they the shit. And you should think you the shit while you the shit. But just know, everyone else has been the shit too.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
There's
right.
been the shit before you, and there's gonna be the shit after you. So humble yourself, homie, because you're gonna go up and you're gonna go down.
That's right.
Or even if you go up,
That's
you're
right.
gonna even out. Then No Shoes McGee comes on the show, and I'm like, hey, No Shoes McGee, man. You know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. How you doing? Word. Yeah. And he's on lean. This was worse than y'all bringing him here.
That's right.
Cause get the fuck out of here, No Shoes McGee.
Yeah.
I don't need this interview. I'm a Birdman, y'all, or three of y'all. Get out of here. Get out of
Word,
here.
you finishing, you're done.
You're finishing, you're done. Cause you
Word.
finished and done, No Shoes McGee. So that's the reason why. Now, there is artists with personality. There is, I think the Baby has personality.
Absolutely.
I think Little Baby has personality. I think,
When he wants to. When he's willing to open up.
okay. Well, you know, I don't want to say I had dinner with him, but we bumped into each other in Makoto's Bell Harbor, and it was nothing but love. You know what I'm saying?
Because ain't no cameras and no microphone.
Yeah, yeah. You know who else? Yeah. Well. So the new generation.
Kodak Black has hella personality.
Kodak Black is my. Let me tell you something. I got critiqued for Kodak Black. Let me tell you something, Kodak Black. I'll accept you back any day
That's my guy.
of the week.
I love Black.
I love Kodak Black. I went to Prime 112. This is one of the best stories. I went to Prime 112 with Kevin Lyles and Mike Kaiser. And Kodak Black walked in Prime 112. This is a prestigious establishment. He walked in there with his own food. I've never seen no shit like that.
Oh yeah, the Haitian food.
He had a Haitian plate. I looked and I was like, this is either the most disrespectful or the most flyest shit I've ever saw. And I believe it. Let's just leave it in between, right? And I looked and I was like, yo, Kodak, you're not gonna eat in Prime 112? He's like, this is my mama food. My mama food way better than they shit.
Why did he even come to Prime 112 then? That's what I always wondered about that story.
Because he's a gangster. He's a gangster. My son Nassim ate some with him. Like, he's actually, let me just tell you something. Let me say this.
You got a big heart too.
Let me say this. We have to protect Kodak Black. The same way we had signs to protect DMX, and I did my part. But and when I say protect, I don't mean like be worried about him, but I'm saying, yo, the culture has to stand behind him. Like, this is a different individual, right? He's a different individual. But ain't all of us?
Yeah.
Ain't all of us different?
What makes us unique.
You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it. And let me just tell you something. Kodak takes care of his crew, bro. His whole crew, I see.
And his community.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Listen, Kodak is a real one, bro. And let me just tell you about his hood. If you've never been to Pompano, if you go to his neighborhood, you will understand who he is like this. Like, his neighborhood is different. And you know what? He takes care of his neighborhood. They love him there. There will nothing happen to him there. And for that, Kodak, I know him. I know him and I know who he is, but I also know how great he can actually be.
I agree.
He can actually
I agree.
be.
Musically,
I agree.
it's unbelievable.
Yep.
Salute the Yak, man. N.O.
Yes.
Always a pleasure, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Make sure y'all keep subscribing to Drink Champs. Make sure y'all support the Drink Champs podcast network in
Yes.
partnership with Black Effect and iHeartRadio.
Thank you.
Make sure you go out there and check out Memphis Bleak's Rock Solid
That's
podcast.
right.
Y'all got Angela Simmons podcast
Angela
coming.
Simmons, yep. We've already filmed 3 episodes, but I want to also tell y'all that we have Angela Simmons on Healthy High Run Champs. Our first episode, independent, next week, I believe like around Thursday. And we're gonna just throw it out there and give it to the people. You know, we know that running is only 1% of the world, so we're not promoting to everybody. We're promoting to that 1%, and we're like the biker game, the 1%ers.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for having me. This is my first time on
listen,
Bringing Idiots.
I know you said we got to respect Yak. I mean, we got to protect Yak, but we got to protect you
We
too.
gotta
though.
protect N.O.R.E,
We got to
man.
protect N.O.R.E,
Yes,
man.
protect
So much
me.
for
We
coming,
appreciate you, brother.
Man, appreciate it.
As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.